I don't think people understand that educate, inspire, and promote are not content pillars. Ready? Let's do this. Hi, my lovely people, it's Natalia and welcome back to my channel where I help you create better content and grow on social media. What if I told you that educate, inspire, and promote shouldn't be the basis of your content marketing strategy? These three have been thrown around so much that a lot of people really believe these should be their content pillars, but that's such a harmful approach. Let me first briefly explain what content pillars are and why you actually need them in your marketing strategy. Basically, they're the specific subjects that define your business and that resonate with your audience. In an ideal world, your content pillars should be clearly defined from the get-go. They revolve around your business and offer and signal to your audience what your brand is all about. In the online space, they're often also called content categories, content buckets, of course, content pillars, etc., but they actually mean the same thing. For example, content pillars for a lawyer who specializes in creative online businesses could include things like safe online business practices, useful policies, contract law, trademark law, and similar niche topics. You get the drill. They're so important because they really help you identify your specific niche and attract a very specific group of people. With your pillars in place, you can easily diversify your content so it doesn't feel repetitive or boring to your audience. You always stay on brand and discuss all the crucial subjects your audience is interested in. Plus, you're serving them in a way that's unique to who you are and what your business does. Once you identify your content pillars, you can start filling each of them with specific content ideas, and they should hopefully tick all the boxes I've just mentioned. For a lawyer, under the contract law pillar, they could have post ideas like why you always need a contract, the biggest contract mistakes, you need these clauses in your contracts, etc. And under trademark law, they could have X reasons to get a trademark, what the process of getting a trademark looks like, or why you shouldn't file for a trademark without a lawyer. Even after a quick brainstorming session, you should have at least 25, 30 amazing post ideas that you can mix and match throughout the month for a super effective content calendar. This is the idea, at least. Now, why do I even talk about this? Well, because there has been this notion circulating online for a very long time now that educate, inspire, and promote are considered strategy and specifically content pillars. I'm here to tell you this is wrong. Not only is it ineffective, but it can also become harmful to your online presence. I couldn't stay quiet and let this myth perpetuate, so here's why educate, inspire, and promote should not be considered content pillars. And let me preface it by saying there's nothing wrong with actually educating, inspiring, or promoting on social media. They're actually quite crucial, but it's wrong to treat them as the basis of your strategy. Point number one, niche subjects versus external goals. The thing you have to understand about these three or more, since sometimes you also see entertain or inform thrown in the mix, is that they're not content pillars, but rather external goals of the individual or group of posts you publish. While your pillars represent the core topics relevant to your brand and your audience, educate, inspire, and promote are very, very broad and quite general objectives that can be applied to nearly any content, regardless of its niche. Going back to our lawyer example, this is what the content bank could look like without those original pillars I've shared, but using this EIP method. Simply aiming to inspire or promote can produce content that really lacks depth and fails to showcase expertise, making it generic and much less valuable to the ideal audience. More often than not, this approach results in content that's all over the place, not sticking to a specific niche and the topics that your audience is really interested in. While it is important for your content to educate and inspire your audience, these goals should be integrated into the core subject matter of your niche, not treated as separate pillars. Otherwise, your content may lack focus and really fail to resonate with a specific audience interested in your unique take on, well, in this case, a law-related content. Just look at how these two simple approaches compare with our lawyer example. The first one is clear, consistent, and always serving a targeted audience of content creators and business owners with relevant messaging. See how the second one is much more scattered and doesn't really speak to anyone in particular? This is why focusing on educate, inspire, and promote here is ineffective. Just look at it like this. You can educate on absolutely any subject under the sun, but only by focusing on your core brand messaging will you be able to powerfully resonate with your tribe. This in turn can drive strong results, which takes us to point number 2, strategic approach. The thing you need to realize about the educate, inspire, promote approach is that it's not really strategic. After all, you're not covering your bases with your audience and not focusing on specific goals for your marketing and your business. Sure, educating or promoting may be objectives for individual pieces of content that actively support the big goals. These can be crucial during a specific campaign or during a challenge, but there's so much more to a strategy. You can achieve the big goals with the help of these smaller content objectives, so they do have a time and place, but always as a part of a larger strategy and not the main driver in and of itself. Think about it this way. If one of your marketing goals is to create an engaged community, you may include nurturing content in your plan, and that can definitely include educational, entertaining, or inspiring posts. But that's not all you're going to do. For this goal to be achieved, you need to first really learn who your audience truly is deep down with their passions and worries to know how to best relate to them. Then you may work out an engagement routine to build relationships with your audience or a specific approach to your Instagram stories and saved highlights. There can be many tactics that have to be put into place before you can achieve this goal, and educating or inspiring is one part of the big puzzle. Same goes for promote. Increasing conversions goes beyond just posting promotional content. We as content creators and small business owners have to tailor our content to our target audience and provide unique, relevant experiences within our niches. These generic goals won't be able to guide us in crafting content that really aligns with our brand's expertise, our audience's specific needs, and our unique messaging. Point number 3, diluting the brand message. Speaking of your brand message, using educate, inspire, and promote as content pillars can also distract you from your core values and the true mission behind your online presence. Focusing on something so broad as the foundation can easily overshadow your unique voice, and that's a cardinal mistake in the current social media landscape. If you only rely on this simplistic approach, chances are you're not going to showcase your true personality. And what does a strategy like this bring? Tons of flat posts that, instead of building a caring community, fall on deaf ears or attract a transactional crowd that's just there for the knowledge. And I think I don't need to tell you that this is very unlikely to lead to many conversions. Now, let's go back to our lawyer creator here. In this corner, we'll have Bob, a lawyer creating content according to this educate promote strategy, constantly relaying details about various new laws under the education umbrella, providing cold facts to keep the audience informed without any distractions, and throwing in a promotional post or two from time to time to encourage people to reach out. In the opposite corner, we'll have Rebecca, who has seen so many owners ruin their businesses over the years, and her heart breaks every time she sees it. She's passionate about protecting creators' precious brands online and cares deeply about educating and uplifting her audience through her content. Her content pillars reflect her values and help her fulfill her mission for the benefit of the audience. She educates, she inspires, and entertains within a niche she's representing, and her message is always clear. Although she fearlessly promotes her services, you'll likely get on the waitlist for her consultations, since she has a big tribe who trust and respect her and want to work with her consistently. This is the difference between a lack of strategy and a strong strategy with a strong brand behind it. Your content should serve a bigger purpose beyond general inspiration or promotion. It should align with your brand's mission, your values, and your own expertise, while addressing the specific pain points and interests of the target audience. This is when you reach that perfect synergy between letting your own voice be heard while also serving your unique community. Once you start creating with this in mind, your content becomes much more inspired, much more relevant, and usually truly valuable. And in the age of AI-generated posts and tons of accounts providing superficial, Googleable content, this is ultimately what's going to differentiate you from what's out there. So yes, by all means, educate through your content, inspire with your story, and promote the heck out of your offering, but only as a part of a bigger, well thought out strategy. If you don't have one, make sure to watch this video right now, and I'm confident it will help you build a strong plan today. To work out your content pillars, this is the video you should watch too. Subscribe to my channel to go beyond the superficial and create more engaging content, and hit that like button if you've enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for being here with me today and watching this video, and I'll see you next time.